This is GMS Electronics TV here. On this live stream, I was trying to record all my video games and all my consoles collections. But first, I used to collect Christmas stuff, holiday stuff, Halloween, but I stopped doing that, so I'm into video games now. So I can show you my games. I want to show you two copies of Super Mario Brothers. Two copies, and I'm gonna show you the I'm gonna use different games like Jaws, um, Delay Towers, um, Convoy, I got this Iron Swords, they're on the shelf, literally on the shelf. And I got this Super Spike V volleyball, I think, in mid condition. And it has the price tag in the back. I hope to see it. Sorry, but I do have the Super Nintendo collections like The Lion King, um, Porky Pigs, the video game. I do have Yoshi Safari. I do have Speedy Gonzales. Do have Cool Spot. I'm just looking for the Sega Genesis version. And then my parents have the Sega Genesis, but they collecting it. But I'm gonna find my own version with my own money. But this is the Maniacs. Um, this is Super Scope 6. This is Rabbit Rampage. Bugs Bunny. This is Beethoven. Oh, and one more thing to show you. Definitely the N64 games. I do have the mint condition Mario 64 game, but without the sticker in the back, because I accidentally took off the original sticker called Play Edition, so my brother put on the new sticker of it, but without the Play Edition above. And sometimes the Nintendo logo, sometimes they change it like a circle, and then there's like over. Um, I do have Power Rangers for the 64. The football player game for the N64. The black sticker, I mean with the sticker on it in the back. Do have the NFL Quarterback Club 98, 64. They all have stickers in the back of it. This is a Twisted Edge for 64. Show more. Go down here on the floor. This is the uh, this is the game that Dominic gave it to me. The game is kind of dirty, but I was going trying to clean it. Um, Sometimes my brother does alcohol, like he cleans that with alcohol, but um, I don't know if that will damage it if you use too much. This is FIFA 99, I think, the soccer game. I do have the Donkey Kong 64. Still have the stick in the back. Um, do have um, Hybrid Heaven. Also the price tag in the back. I do have Perfect Dark in great condition. I do have WWE Attitude, I think. It's like a sports game. This is sticking in the back. I do have Toy Story 2. Also with a sticker in the back. I do have Off-Road Challenge. And the sticker and the regular sticker in the back, but not the price. This is Wayne Greet uh KY9 3D hockey. Um, I do have other games like the DS. Let me show you the DS games. Like I do have this game, Super Mario Brothers, with the game inside. The DS version. I do have Mario Maker for the DS, and the game is inside. Let me show you what's inside. I do have Mario Sonic, the London 2012 Olympic Games. The game is still inside. I just need to find a good copy for it, like because I'm trying to find copies someday if I have a game store. I have this Mario Bros. 2, the 3DS. I do have the now they go on to the Wind Waker, the Legend of Zelda for GameCube. The CD is inside. Um, and it has the manual. I do have the Ninja Turtles for the Nintendo Wii with the menu inside, and it has the the game the gameplays of it. But I got this at the pawn shop. I do have the Spider-Man. I can still play this game because I got the joystick now. I'm looking for the red one for the red Wii. But this is a Spider-Man game. Still have the price tag. All of them has price tag. I know take off the price tag. The only thing I accidentally take off is to take off of this, and I need to put it back on. I need to put on a new sticker for this, and I should have done that. I do have Dance Revolution Universe with a CD inside. I do have the manual, but there's somewhere. This is Resident Evil. With the price tag on it. You have Resident Evil 6, the CDs inside. This is the GoldenEye Rouge Agent, I think. The seat with the CD inside. PlayStation 2. the sticker prices on it. They're gonna worth a lot of money in the future if I take good care of them. So I do have the manual somewhere. I do have the PlayStation 2, the Naruto, still with the price tag on it. I might someday when I have my own store, I will put new prices on it if I will sell them the copies. This is PlayStation 2. The now the I think I was already the game, and I do have Spyro for the PlayStation 2. Still have the price tag on it, like right here in this corner. With the manual and the CD. I'm still looking for the memory card. I want to have a bucket filled with memory cards, a bunch of repeats of memory cards in different colors. They're all blue one, they're all green one, they're all kinds of colors. This is the Instrumentation. The paper is not really a good, almost a good condition, but I'm still happy to have it. Um, it was just put up in basements, and the CDs in there, and I do have the manual for that somewhere. This is Blade 2. I'm looking for Blade 1 and Blade 3. I probably do have Blade 3, but I don't know. And it has a price sticker on the corner right here. And then it has the CD and manual. I do have. I want to show you these games I have. Two of Fable 2, Fable 3. I'm looking for Fable 1. This one has the price tag on it. The other one has on the side. All of them have price tags. The CD is in this one. I do have the manual for this. This is somewhere, and I also have the manual for this. Honestly, when I took this out, I don't know which case to go in. I don't know which one. But it's the same game as just two sequels, different sequels of the first one. What else? I also have the Japanese 64 with the memory card. See, Japanese. I do have the Nintendo DS Lite. One of the speakers kind of blew out, but I'm still works, and I'm still collecting how it is. Let me just turn it on. It turns on. I don't have no game in it right now. It's hard to see. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to see. I do have the charge for that, but I do have the NES Classic Edition. It's a bunch of games. It's really cool. I do have. And I do have this Agresco pop version, the other different characters version of these. I do have Pokemon cards. I do have games, but in the other side of the room. I do have a lot of Pokemon cards. All different versions. Totally sealed in the package. And this is the Cheerio I got for breakfast a long time ago in 2018, I think. and this is the other Pokemon version, and then this is the one from McDonald's. I do have another one as well that I got from a long time ago before these. It's still in the dollar store, and I'm happy to have it. This is the case of Mario Brothers. Um, these are the memory packs of the for the N64 controllers. Um, this one was my first one. This is my second one that I do have. Um, oh, the other I do have a game that I got from over there is the Super Mario Brothers Wii with the CD in it, but the CD is in the game in the console. And this is a nice game I have, and it has the price tag on it. I don't think it's price tag, or it just tells you it's just used. It's really cool. Um, I do have other 64 consoles. The one is on the floor, but the other ones like I have like four of them. The American version with the American sticker on it. Um, it has like price tags on there that I put it on, and it still have the phone number on it. Um, and they have the jumper pack. They have the jumper pack on it. This is the other American console of the 64. Because the one I have is in good condition. This one's in probably isn't because the back of it is missing the plastic, and something was rattling inside of it, but it still works because I tried it with the plastic messed up the plastic. But some days when I collect a bunch of these, I will sell them in probably my own store because I found the building, but it was just shut down. But I just want to see if I can just buy the building so I can sell stuff in here. I was mainly thinking I can make my own, make my own thrift store, but I don't know about that. I just want to make my own game store. Um, this is the blue color version of the 64, the 64 PAL, and this is the has doesn't have the jumbo pack in it, the red jumbo pack, and has the sticker in the back. Um, like all three of them has the sticker in the back, except for um, the Japanese because somebody probably had it and didn't have that number sticker on there. So so yeah, this was really cool to have this because I'm gonna find one of the boxes. I'm gonna find all the color versions. Like sometimes now these days, like they're hard to find because when you go to the store, they don't have them. Sometimes they do, and a lot of times they just sell these on the internet nonstop. So I was really scared if GameStop and Thinking Stock would be bankrupt because they sell stuff on the internet more than the store. I think, and people from the store they're buying stuff for the store. They're buying stuff from the internet from people's places when they're selling them, and then you bring them to the own store and then you sell it like that, like it's always brand new. So they put price tags right here. Sometimes they put price tags on the cartridges, like on the sides, and then they just put them in the glass case with the key, and then they sell it like that. You know. I do have the NES, the regular Nintendo with the stick on the bottom of it. Has my name. I used to have another one with my name, but every time they just put alcohol in this, it's just too much alcohol. They just damaged it, and then they just took it apart. But to fix it, but that was when I had my family was all together, And then I just noticed that you can't put too much alcohol in it. You just put a little bit, but I was really young at the time, so all these consoles got have to be thrown away because like they don't work no more. This one is almost don't work because sometimes it's supposed to flashes because that means that it's supposed to flashes because it means that you have to um let it settle for a minute and trying to um clean the cartridges or something with it, but I don't know. So this is a trick how to play this game when it's finished flashing. Because that's the part I don't like. When it's flashing, it means it thinks that it don't work, but it still works. It's just that when they put too much alcohol, they just keep flashing, and then the point and the chip stop working, and then after that they just have to throw it out. But I should have kept them all, you know. And then some of the wires just came off. This one isn't because this one I collected it. My mom has one, but the cover is just different. It's just like heart shape. This one is just moved. You get to the Super Nintendo. This is the Super Nintendo. This is the one I have. Has the sticker on it. My brother has one, but it has another sticker on top of it. I don't have that kind of sticker. We put these stickers on it, these prices on it because we just want to sell it at the store. But there was some issue that it got flooded, but also the dinosaur, the let me show you. It's this dinosaur that we was recording, trying to record on Dreamcast Electronic, but we have the remote control and everything. But the thing is, it got stolen at the same time when that we took these games back to our apartment or house because the place is just going to shut down immediately because a lot of flood, a lot of pipes messed up. It was just a big store that's just like a mall, but it's like a thrift store, a huge thrift store with upstairs, downstairs, and other places with furniture and anything that you think of. Um, so yeah, and this is the console, and this is the bottom of it. We do have the Game Boys, but I can't show them right now because I don't have the Game Boys with me. But those just with my parents. They're collecting them. But I'm going to buy the Game Boys because I'm really saving my money for a lot of games now. This is the GameCube, the silver one. There was a blue one, a black one. We still gonna I'm still gonna find the black one and the red one, but my brother has the black one and red one. But he has two black ones. I don't think he gave the one of the black ones for me. So um, this console it had an issue that when you put games in it, sometimes the games won't start up. It used to start up and then stop working, but I have to check to see if it works again. So I don't know. I need to find the plug for it. I found the IV like the cord for it. I just didn't found this. The cord is in the box. This bottom cord is mainly like now. I was telling people that this has a handle, but some people told me it doesn't have a handle. So this is the handle you handle like this. Some GameCube doesn't have the handle. I just don't know why they're telling me they don't have the handle. Um, these port comes off. Sometimes on eBay and Amazon they're selling these in plastic bags, and then but mainly you have to have these on because you have to have these on because you know just to close them, but sometimes you have to take them off just to use like a Game Boy, like the thing you put Game Boy games in, but there's like a bottom port for it, just like the 64 DD disk drive that I'm really looking for my Japanese console because there is another console. My mind is like Mine 64 is like almost like a prototype, but there's another version of a prototype that called Metal Jesus Rock, and it's another channel that you go check him out, and he has the same console I have, but with the DD disc drive. I don't have the DD disc drive, and they're on the internet, but they're expensive. They're really really expensive. Um, let's go on to the Retron console. This is the one I have. Has the controls and then almost everything. Some controls I need to have a replacement, like the Super Nintendo controls, because the one I have it's just destroyed. Um, I got somebody's hands on it. This one has the. I do have cord for this. I have the color cords. Oh, and I do have the AC adapter, like DC adapter. Um, it takes. I also accidentally put in the regular Nintendo out outlet into this, and it kind of have a shock when it's on top of the table, and it kind of the chip for this side stopped working, but everything else from that side and the regular Nintendo it works, but the Super Nintendo of it doesn't really work no more. Probably might work if I don't know, but it need to be fixed. But I'm still looking for another one of this, and then they said they stopped making them, but they still trying to sell them. But it's just really really rare, and it says made in China. And get to the the DS. I do have the DS, the 2DS. This is a nice console. Do have the stylus stick somewhere. I do have the memory card for it. I have a game in here. I need to put it back in the case called New Super Mario Bros. 2. I do have two copies of it, but I'm still looking for more copies. And I'm still looking for the box edition, just like the NES Classic version that I got the box. So I was gonna find all of them with the box, and so I'm trying to put them all over the wall on the shelf on the wall. If I have my parents put a wall shelf on my wall, but I'm still collecting Amiibo. I do have a Nintendo. Let me show you. I do have a Nintendo poster from that box, and I still have it in great condition. But I used to have the poster for the Wii. I don't have it no more. I don't have the box no more. I don't have the sports games no more. It comes with the small case of the Mario but the Wii. So and now I just have the Mario Bros. Wii game with the bigger case. So this is the 2DS. It still works. And just turn it on. I used to have a 3DS, but when I keep messing with the 3DS, this part broke off and the joystick kind of melted when I was doing this too much, doing this like all sweaty and stuff. Yeah, yeah, that was damaged. Like you have a 2DS and 3DS, make sure do not play the joystick. Use this button. Don't use the other one because it just might game shit and might looks ugly. So yeah, there's no games in it. It just turns on. That's really cool. And it has the internet on it, but the internet is just piracy. And the only thing I'm gonna show you, I do have this. I have a lot of cords that you use like antenna, and I don't want to mess with that because it uses too much power to the console, so it will like blew up my TV or blew up the everything else because my dad and I don't use antenna because it just heats up and we don't use it because it sometimes it doesn't work no more, and just sometimes it does. But we don't use it because we can still play the game without using the antenna. But when you use the antenna, you go on the antenna, but you can play games on the antenna. You know what I'm saying? Then you can watch channels too at the same time, and that's really really cool. But it just takes too much power into the house. Okay, that's up to the two Wii consoles. I do have the two Nintendo Wii. This one still have the price tag. This is was at Red Rats, and it was kind of expensive. There was like a bunch of these, but live stream de juego. En YouTube. Oh, and those like my dad. But this is all my games. This is the other Wii. I, it got dirty. I don't know. I think I gotta clean that. It probably got together, and so the ink from this went to the other Wii probably. Um, but if I still have these, I just need to find pieces, and then I need to find all the lids for almost all the consoles and all this, so I can just put it back on so it looks still brand new. But I'm still looking these and looking find these in boxes too. Let's go on to the two PlayStation consoles. I do have the Sony version. I'm still looking for the screen that was showing me, and it showed me a trick that you can use it for the 64. I don't know how to do that yet, but I was watching videos and tips on YouTube and some tips I was looking for on YouTube in school, but they're just restricted, so I can't watch it in school, but I just watch it at home. But there's a bunch of games I watch at home. Um, so I do have a controller for this. I'm looking for the controller with the light version, with the little light, LED light, but it still looks the same. This is from 2002. This is warning in the back of it, the code. I do have CDs for it. Um, but I'm still looking the CDs online and trying to find them, but they cost really a lot of money. But I'm still gonna buy them with my own money. This is the PlayStation Sony. This has the power button, the reset button, the open button. It has a price tag on it. We found this at the thrift store, probably at the family thrift store. Button. Probably in I don't know about Grandview or just in a different area. Um, Probably might be Lee Summit. I don't know, but I'm still looking for the cords for these. I have cords for one of these. I just don't have cords for that. But I think these two is mainly for This is AV multi, so I think you have to use a screen for it. This one is special something I don't know, and this is the bigger cord for it, but with the screws. I don't seen this kind of console the back of it before. But if you have one of these consoles, you can show me um, about this because look, I never seen that part before. I never have. And it has it says tested by BM, and it has the date, the 11th, 28th, 2010, or probably 1910, or no, 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 it's kidding. It's the first. Not 10. It's the first. It was like the November 28th of 2001. Probably just as it was 2001. So I think because the 2000 doesn't count, but only the one of it beside it counts. Um. So yeah, it opens. You can put CDs in it because I do have CDs right now for this one, but I don't have but I don't have CDs for the other. I mean, I do have CDs for the other one. It's just that sometimes I don't even know if the CD works on this one or with the other one. I just don't know. You guys can leave a comment. Um, I do have um. Let's get to the controllers. There's the red Wii consoles over there, and then the other little consoles over there too. This is the golden controller for the 64. This is the SuperPad 64. Um, and you can see it. It works. It works great. All the buttons work. Sometimes it's hard because you have to do this. But I'm used to I'm used to good at the when the controller is this. I'm used to good at the controller is this. And you hold it like this. But the other part I didn't get used to it, so then now I kind of got used to it. But this is the N64 controller because I got three of them. I got the other two over there. Uh, let me go grab them. Here I got these two. Sometimes it needs cleaning, sometimes it needs fixing. But one of them don't need cleaning and fixing because one of them like um like this one is kind of like a little bit loose, but it's still in good condition, and it has RW in the back of it. This was at Benton Stock, and we found this at Benton Stock. But when I was playing my Mars before game with the old controller, she came to my parents came here, and I found out I got really excited, and in the bag there was a package that for the controller, and they have the yellow paper says Benton Stock on it, and it told me if it doesn't work, take it back and like to get a receipt or something like that, or like refund. But I don't want to take it back. I want to keep it. But some controls like they don't work. I just need to find a specialist to fix them because there's a collector's choice version, but it's not really the regular Nintendo. It's this controller that has like the like it's like a D factory like default because I was trying to play with my console, it works, but Mario goes on the sides, and then after that, it just immediately stopped working. And these like if you find another control like this, it's still going to work, but it's not. I bet it's not going to last long because sometimes it just feel like it's just used, but and then they just put it back in the box and put tape on it. It just feel like it's used. I used to have the box for this. The box is like fabric or like leather or something like that, but I don't know. But it's red and it says N64 controller, and they put them on a shelf hanging like this. But any store that has to do with games, they have this controller ready in boxes. They're just copies, and they still selling them. I don't know where they're selling them at, but they're selling them. I just got this in Just Press Play, but this is just let's say this is like a messed up controller because the chip was burnt for some reason when I got it when I still have it, but when I first have it, it didn't burn at all. So it started burnt, so it just shut off. And I was trying to put in my console, blow on it, trying to get into the insides, but usually the screw, when I use the screwdriver, the screws got damaged. So I was trying to unscrew it, and I just can't. I just might break it because I have a regular Nintendo controller that has a cord. The cord just ripped off, and I'm trying to fix it and twist tie the wires. But the only way to get into it, I have to get into the actual control. But I keep opening in it, and I just broke the controller a long time ago with the regular Nintendo 64. So, but those things are collectible. I have one, two, three, four, five, and six 64 controllers because I do have a collector's choice, but in a different package that works a lot, and it's Microsoft, and I accidentally took the stick off the back of it. But this is Microsoft, and this really works, and I believe this probably worth a lot of money. But the only thing worth a lot of money is the original Nintendo 64 controllers. I call it original because it says 64 on it. This one doesn't, and they come in different colors, just blue and yellow. It matched this console, as you can see here. It does match similar, but if I get a yellow controller, it probably might match. But I really don't know. They should make a 64 console with the yellow on the bottom and the blue on top, or just blue on the bottom and the yellow on top. They should do it the two different ways. Um, I do have Xbox controllers. I do have an Xbox, regular Xbox on my shelf. I just need to find a way to get that out of the shelf to show you. But this is the controller I have, and this is the Xbox 360. But I do have two controllers, almost the same thing. These two controllers. This one's a big controller than that one. This one, they both take two memory cards from the memory card slot, and they're missing the little plug that you plug into this, and then you just plug into that. So I can't plug these in the console because I don't have the little plug port thing. But I can show you right now. I can show you the console. Just to get that out of here. Did I show you Mario Party 2? I don't know if I did. And and Glover. I don't know if I show you guys that, but ow. This is the heavy console that I have. Um, it's really heavy. Sometimes you can hear something rattling inside, but they usually get CDs inside of it that I can't get it out because I don't have the plug for it. So I mainly go out order it online on eBay or probably Amazon. But there's like a thing that they put when you're not using these, they put something into it so dirt doesn't go inside. But I don't really have those kind of things to keep my consoles protected. Got put that into the shelf. What else? I do have the GameCube controller. It's the collector's choice. I don't have the original GameCube controller. I used to have a silver one for the silver GameCube. I don't know, silver or gray. I don't know what it is, but I don't remember what it is. But I remember I had it, but I accidentally sold it in the garage sale. I've been selling games in the garage sales when I was really little. But when I'm growing up right now, I'm still finding more games little by little and trying to collect them more. Um, so yeah, this works, but it doesn't work on the Wii because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes usually it's not compatible for it. So the only thing that's compatible is GameCube. Unless they're going to make a GameCube collector's edition or GameCube something else, they should make a GameCube Mini for the when you hook up to your console. I mean, you hook up the console to your TV. You can play all different games in one tiny little GameCube, and that's the classic edition. But it's just the newer version. You know, I'm still waiting for the 64 mini or the 64, the small version handheld. Well, I don't think it's a handheld, but it's a small version. Um, I do have a bunch of these controllers for the regular Nintendo. I do found another one in my room somewhere. There's another one I do have. I don't know where I put it, but I do have a lot of these. I have like let me I think I put them over here. I have this one, and I do have that one, and I do have. Well, I put the other one at. One, two, three, four. I do have four of these. Maybe I have four of these. I usually have five because I have something one somewhere. But anyways, uh, I do also do have. I do. Down. One of I show you. I do have Yu-Gi-Oh card, but I do have the Japanese plug for the Japanese console, and then in the cord is different than the American. This is the American, and this is the Japanese. Okay, so you have the difference, and the bottom is one says something on the bottom, and the other one does, and this one doesn't. It says one on the bottom, but it doesn't say on the other side. This one says both on the bottom, but not on the back. This one says on the back in Japanese. Um, I do have three extra of these, three extra. Oh, just three of these. Um, those and I do have these PlayStation controllers. The for the PlayStation Sony. Um, I do have the GameStop. We do have a lot of GameStop plugs in my room, and those are called antenna plugs, and we don't really use them because, like I said, it takes so much power of the TV and it heats up the Roku TV. But this is the GameStop version PlayStation. I think that's PlayStation. The controller works, but I haven't tried it. But I think it works. I do have the two other PlayStation controllers. Um, Someday I'm still collecting more of these. They have them in bags and they have them on the wall, and they have price tags on them. I do have two Super Nintendo controllers. I do have this one, and I do probably have another one for this, but I also have this one, and this is the cheap version. It's expensive, but it's just when I put in the console, it does like a there's like a default factory default that doesn't really work for this. It's not really working, but the sticker is like fake. It's fake. It's not supposed to be a sticker because look, see the difference. This one has the real thing. That one has just a sticker that's just peeling off. So yes, I still have them. And it says collector two in the back of it. Um, I do have um, I do have a bunch of chargers for the Nintendo 3DS or the 3DS. I do have all the chargers, but there's one said in Japanese and it's hard to find. But I do have all these chargers for the 3DS and 2DS. I do have the. I want to show you this in the video because this is mainly too powerful. But this is the GameStop plug where you play all different games onto this. You play Xbox 360. I think it's Xbox 360. Um, um, PlayStation 1. Um, the N64. It's just written. It's like erased or something. The name. Um, the original Xbox. I think I do have. And this is the GameStop. It's hard to see. There's GameStop on it. It's really hard to see. See GameStop on it. And yeah, this is a cord version. Um, we do have we got whole boxes of PlayStation plugs. PlayStation, Sony. I think we have 3 of them, 3 or 4. We do have the Xbox 360 plug, the an adapter with the color cords, and we do have a lot of extras of these, so we can play on the Wii. I do have the Xbox thing that you can put the Xbox plug into the controller, put it in, and it comes with the battery pack. And then we also have a cord. We have this cord for the part of the PlayStation or different console. But this is the cord I was talking about. This is the cord that you put it into the GameCube, but you also can put it into Super Nintendo. And see, you can play this. You can put this in here and put the other plug in it. But then the GameCube will turn on. It won't turn on because I'm using. And you won't turn on because I don't have the cord for it. And then almost the last thing we do have the the old Wii plugs, like I think it's called like Frogger or the old, no, not Frogger. I think it's Frogger. I don't know why they call it Frogger, like the Frogger for the Sega Genesis, but it's for little kids, but games, but you don't have them complete. And this is the PlayStation analog for the computer. Hook up to your computer and you just play games. Basically, I'm trying to figure out how to play, how to show you some games of the games from the computer to record it on YouTube. And right now, I'm gonna show you my movies. I'm gonna show you the Scooby Doo's. I do have Scooby Doo. This movie. I do have this movie. And this movie. And we do have a bunch of movies like this movie, A Movie for Christmas. You do have the Ugly Duckling. You do have Jack Frost. You do have Tim Allen the Santa Claus Special Edition. You do have these movies. I'll Be Home for Christmas. The Miracle on 34th Street. I do have Christmas movies. I shouldn't record Christmas movies because it's not Christmas no more. So, this is The Grinch by Jim Carrey. I do have Toy Story 2. I do have Toy Story. I do have RoboCop. I also have RoboCop 2, and I do have The Man of Honor. Do have that movie. I do have sports, sport page, bloops, I think, for basketball. I do have the NFL, just like the 64. They have um, fools, fumbles, and follies. The NFL. This is the back. Something special. This is Tim Allen, Joe, and Somebody. VHS. The back of it. Harry Potter on VHS. You have that. You should maybe need to find copies of it because when I have a game store, I want to have like another spot that we have like VHS movies, and so you can like sometimes you can buy, a lot of times you can buy, but other time you can just rent movies sometimes. But I do have this movie, The Independence Day. I do have this with a 3D effect. And this is the signature of the sign. It's hard. It's hard to hold it because I'm shaking because it's hard to hold something shaking. The signature sign. Um. So yeah, this is the box for the case. The movies is on the floor. So I will put them back on the shelf. You know. And these, so I do have this movie. I don't know, this is like an adult movie, Jennifer. Uh, it has the same name as Jenny almost. Actually, nine. This is a Christmas movie called Charlie Brown Christmas. I do have there's one Lock, Stock, Smoking Barrel, something like that. This movie, I first thought it was the Three Stooges, but it wasn't. It was just this, and it's not really the Three Stooges because these are four people, not three. Actually, no, it's not three. I do have with glitter. I think this movie and the CD is inside. All of them has a CD inside. The menu. Uh, I do have this movie. These are girls' movies. This is to Longfellow. Thanks for everything. I do have this one. This the beer, I think, and it has a CD inside. There was a bunch of these at the dollar store I saw. They still donating them at the dollar store, or they selling them at the place. I do have SpongeBob on DVD, 10 episodes. And you have this movie. And you have the La La version. Or La Lumida. I don't know how to say La. And then I do have what else do you have? Um I do have Xbox 360 headphones. I do have other movies over here, but they're not. I don't. I think they're complete. I think they're complete. Back to the Future on DVD. This is Steaming Universe, the Gym Glow. I do have the video game of Matrix, but I also have the movie DVD and the VHS and the GameCube version for this. They're somewhere. They're in like in boxes somewhere. But I do have the GameCube right now. I mean, no, the Xbox right now of this Matrix. To have this, I do have this CD. To have this CD, I don't have the I have the box, but it's somewhere. I do have this CD. The box used to be somewhere. The Ed and Emmy. I think the CD of this somewhere. Like all these CDs are released somewhere. I don't know what I have them probably in some storage boxes. Or probably I just gotta buy the CDs for it. The case. And I do have Steam Universe with the Return. They do have CDs in there that's not it's not with it called Scooby Doo. Because I do have the CD, but it's somewhere. I do have a bunch of movies like Superman. I might find a good condition of this. I do have this movie, VHS. The only thing lose value when I don't have the sticker on it. I need to stop doing that, but I need to find movies like that, but with the sticker. Replace the sticker with find the original sticker for it. Okay, this is the came out of the Santa Claus movie on VHS. I do have the second one somewhere. I do have like copies of the second one. You have like 50 of them. You have these games, these NFL games. I do have this movie. I mean, this game. And I do have um, some movies here. With this and E.T. And I do have Santa Claus again. Back to the Future. Star Wars. This is Back to the Future. And these Wii controllers. And the joystick. about it. So I do have a lot of stuff everywhere right now. Stack of tapes. This is my room. My game over there. Yeah, this is the game room. So right now I think I might try to show you the whole entire game of Mario Bros. 2 because that's how we're going to do it. Or unless I got to more easier just to do the game like this. Remove this. Oh, it's in the core of the instant rules. That's how to do it. Face it. There you go. Think. Then I try to turn off that light and then show you how you play the game. I mean, show you the game. Code out game. I turn on the volume. In the Sorry, the TV's just gone while on the live stream. I don't know why I did that. Maybe something fell on top of it. Like, I don't know. But, yeah, that's my Roku TV, and I don't have a lot of comments on the live stream, though. Don't have. Oh, and one more thing to show you, I do have this on this. I do have that. Um, yeah, my TV's turning on. Um, I'm gonna go to. Hold on, let me also play the. I do have another game on here that so the. Oh, sorry. I knocked over the camera. I knocked over the camera. Okay. Okay. Knocked over the camera. Okay, there we go. Um, this is going to see because maybe that's so I can block the lights. This is a long live stream. I could put something on the above, start to block. Um, I don't think this is gonna hold. Just to see my TV now. Now looks good. Now you can see my TV. Now you can see it. The light burn, the light is burnt. It comes through the light. So yes, and make it more clear, come on the light, and then, yeah, that's what it is. And then when I go to, um, here, the HDMI, if I shut off the Wii just a bit, and then I plug it in the small Nintendo, um, I'm going to upload the video. I'm trying to show you how my games, like my game games, like my the console games in it. So yeah, this comes on. It's not bad, I have to light off. I'm going to play some more um, there we go. And then I got moved something so you can see the game. There you go. So let's start the game. So it shows a lot of games on here. We got a bunch of games. Like Pac-Man, Steamboat sometimes kind of like addicting because sometimes you can play the game over and over again, and sometimes you really want to. Sometimes you really want to continue to beat it again. But when you lose in this game, you might get mad because you just lose. You can still try again. And yeah, I lose, lost, but I still got more characters with. There's a bunch of games on here like Mario Bros. 3. Let's get Mario Bros. 2. I took it up to get all the coins, but I didn't. There's a little bit more games, but I don't know if I can include it in the live stream. But I'm just showing you the play games I could play. I could pass it. But those games I couldn't play. I couldn't pass it, but I can play. I just like the easy games. Okay, I think it's end for the live stream. I might do another live stream after this or after the game. So I hope you like this video and thanks for watching. And subscribe to my channel and subscribe to all the other gamers